Let me ask you a question. When life throws stress, chaos, and pressure at your door, do you stay calm, or do you crack under the weight of it all? You see, success isn't just about what you do, it's about how you handle what's thrown at you. That's the mark of a strong man. That's how you win. This is Grind Success, your source of timeless wisdom from the legendary Jim Rohn. Make sure to subscribe to Grind Success so you never miss another powerful lesson that can change your life. Calm is a superpower. Use it to win the inner war. In a world filled with noise, pressure, and chaos, the rare man who stays calm becomes powerful. Jim Rohn said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day." But let's add to that, success is also how calm you can stay when the world isn't cooperating. Calm is not weakness. It's discipline. It's restraint. It's strength in silence. When others panic, a calm man thinks. When others react, a calm man plans. While others waste energy, a calm man conserves power. That's how you win in life. Because here's the truth, you don't rise to the level of your emotions, you fall to the level of your preparation. And preparation starts with calming the storm inside. If you can master your inner world, the outer world becomes easier to handle. You stop being a puppet pulled by stress and emotion. You start becoming the architect of your responses. Discipline begins in the mind. It begins with choosing peace over panic. And that choice, my friend, is the beginning of real power. Never let outside pressure break your inside peace. The outside world will always bring pressure, the bills, the criticism, the deadlines, the betrayal. But the man who wins is the man who protects his inner peace like gold. Jim Rohn once said, "Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills." And one of the greatest skills, not letting life's noise disturb your internal stillness. You see, pressure will come, that's guaranteed. But panic, that's optional. You get to choose how you respond. You don't have to absorb the negativity around you. You don't have to mirror the chaos. You can stay composed while others break down. That's strength, not the loud kind, but the silent kind that builds empires. Protecting your peace doesn't mean avoiding life. It means staying grounded no matter how loud life gets. Because a calm mind sees clearly, and a clear mind makes better decisions. Don't give life permission to rattle you. You're the one in control, not your boss, not your bank account, not your enemies. Pressure is just a test, and peace is the proof you've matured. Emotional control is grown man discipline. Every boy reacts, but a man responds. Every immature person lets anger drive the wheel, but a man with discipline takes the keys back. Jim Rohn said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." That bridge is built from emotional control. It's easy to yell. It's easy to complain. It's easy to let your emotions run wild. But easy never leads to greatness. The man who controls his emotions controls his future. Think about it. How many opportunities have been lost because someone couldn't control their temper? How many relationships ruined by one emotional outburst? How many doors slammed shut by undisciplined reactions? You see, emotional control isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about guiding them. It's about recognizing anger, fear, pride, and not letting any of them make your decisions. The real man learns to pause before he responds, to think before he speaks, to breathe before he acts. Because when you lead yourself, no one else can lead you off track. Discipline in your emotions is maturity, and maturity unlocks everything. Don't react, respond with intention. Here's the truth, most people live in reaction mode. They wake up late, they react to texts, they react to problems, they react to the world, and that's why they feel out of control. But Jim Rohn taught us something powerful. It's not what happens that determines your life future. It's what you do about what happens. You don't win by reacting. You win by responding. With intention. There's a difference. Reacting is emotional. Responding is strategic. Reacting says, "I can't help it." Responding says, "I thought about it." Reacting is what children do. Responding is what leaders do. When you respond with clarity, you stay in control of the moment. You become the calm in the chaos, and people notice that. Want to gain respect? Control your reactions. Want to be trusted? Respond with thought, not emotion. The most powerful man in the room isn't the loudest. He's the most intentional. Don't let the world bait you into reaction. Stay grounded, act with purpose, lead with calm. The man who controls his mind, controls his world. Everything starts in the mind. Before you succeed in the world, you must first win the war within. Jim Rohn said, your personal philosophy is the major factor in determining how your life works out, and that philosophy starts with how you think, and what you allow in your mind. The man who disciplines his thoughts will eventually master his action, and the man who masters his action will shape his destiny. Here's the problem. Most men don't control their mind. They let the news, social media, opinions, and fear run the show. But if your mind is a garden, you better guard the gate. Weeds grow fast. But so do great ideas. If you protect the soil, you must think better to live better. You must clean your thoughts if you want a clean life, and you must direct your focus if you ever want real progress. Guard your mindset, discipline your mental habits, because your outer life is just a reflection of your inner world. Stay calm in chaos. That's where leaders are made. When chaos hits, most people freeze, panic, or give up, but not the leader, not the high-value man, not the disciplined thinker. That's the moment he comes alive. Jim Rohn once said, let others lead small lives, but not you. And a man who leads a big life must be calm when others collapse. Storms will come, loss will hit, pressure will rise. But the question is, can you stay focused while the world loses its head? Can you lead yourself when it feels like everything's falling apart? That's when men are tested, and that's when strong men are born. Leadership isn't about controlling people, it's about controlling yourself. When pressure demands reaction, it's keeping your voice steady, your vision clear, and your spirit unshaken. That's the man people follow. That's the man who wins long term. In chaos, emotions flare, but character shines. Stay calm, lead strong, be the man others lean on, because you refuse to break. Self-restraint builds self-respect. It's not what you can do that builds power, it's what you choose not to do. Jim Rohn said, discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built, and part of discipline is learning when to hold back. Most men think strength is doing whatever you want, eating what you crave, saying what you feel, acting on every impulse. But real men know better. Self-restraint is power. It's knowing you could lash out, but you don't. It's having access to chaos, but choosing control. Every time you restrain yourself, you raise your self-respect. You trust yourself more, others trust you more, and life rewards those who live with control. Self-restraint isn't about being passive, it's about being precise. A man who controls his tongue can speak with influence. A man who controls his time can build empires. A man who controls his desires can unlock his destiny. It's not weakness to say no. It's the strongest word a man can master. Self-restraint today builds self-respect tomorrow. Control your morning, control your momentum. Jim Rohn once warned, either you run the day, or the day runs you, and it starts the moment you wake up. Your morning is not just a routine, it's a message to your mind, a signal to your soul, and a command to your day. When you wake up late, scroll your phone, and react to life, you've already lost the battle. But when you rise with purpose, move with intention, and control your first hour, you win the day before it begins. Successful men don't leave their mornings to chance. They build rhythm, they set rituals, they prime their mindset, because momentum is fragile, and if you don't grab it early, it slips away fast. Your energy, your mindset, your schedule, all are shaped in that first hour, so protect it. Start small, read something powerful, move your body, sit in silence, visualize your goals, control your inputs, and your outcomes will follow. You don't need a perfect day, you just need a powerful start. Discipline your mornings, and you'll dominate your life. Patience is power in disguise. Jim Rohn said, patience is not simply the ability to wait, it's how we behave while we're waiting. In a world obsessed with speed, patience is often mistaken for weakness. But patience is actually one of the greatest strengths a man can develop. When things don't go your way, when progress stalls, when people test you, patience is the power that keeps you steady. It's the calm in the storm, the steady hand when others panic, the quiet confidence that says, I know what I'm building, and I trust the process. Patience means you don't react to every bump on the road. You don't quit when the pressure rises. You don't rush success. It's a mindset that protects your energy, preserves your focus, and builds momentum for the long haul. Remember, wealth, respect, and strength aren't built overnight. They're earned in the small moments, day after day, choice after choice. Patience allows you to see the bigger picture and act with wisdom instead of impulse. It's a form of discipline, a refusal to give in to the noise around you, because real power comes from persistence. And patience is the foundation of persistence. Make decisions that define you. Every man faces decisions every single day, big and small, and Jim Rohn taught us this truth. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Decisions shape your habits, habits shape your character, and character shapes your future. The problem is most men let decisions slide. They postpone, hesitate, or make choices out of fear or frustration. But leaders know, decisions are their tool to take control. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to decide. Even small decisions count. Deciding to show up on time, to speak with respect, to push through when tired, to say no when distracted. Each choice builds your identity. Each decision adds or subtracts from your power. A man who decides with clarity and confidence is a man who leads his life, not follows it. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for all the answers. Decide right now who you want to be, and take one action that moves you closer to that man. Your destiny waits on the other side of your decision. Lead yourself first, then others. Jim Rohn said, the challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude, be kind, but not weak, be bold, but not bully, be thoughtful, but not lazy, be humble, but not timid, be proud, but not arrogant, have humor, but without folly. True leadership always starts inside. Before you can lead others, you must master yourself. That means mastering your mind, your emotions, your habits. It means being the person who doesn't just talk about discipline, but lives it every day. When you lead yourself well, your actions inspire trust. People follow because they see your consistency and strength. They feel your calm confidence in tough moments. But self-leadership isn't a one-time achievement. It's a daily choice to stay on track, to push through resistance, and to act with integrity. Remember, you can't control others, but you can always control how you show up. Be the man who stays steady when chaos surrounds him. When you lead yourself first, your influence grows, your respect deepens, and your life becomes a powerful example for others to follow. Build habits that support your vision. Jim Rohn said, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. You might have a powerful vision, but without habits that support it, that vision stays a dream. Success isn't about occasional bursts of effort. It's about consistent daily actions. Habits shape your life silently, whether good or bad. Ask yourself, what habits am I building right now? Do they bring me closer to the man I want to be? Small habits done daily become the foundation for greatness. Waking up early, reading, exercising, saving money, focusing without distraction, these aren't glamorous, but they're the backbone of success. Don't wait for motivation. Create systems that push you forward even when motivation fades. Discipline your habits, and your vision will have the support it needs to grow. Remember, the man you want to become is waiting on the other side of your habits. Guard your mind like a fortress. Jim Rohn wisely said, you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Your mind is the battlefield where every victory begins. If you don't guard it, negativity, doubt, and distractions will invade. Think of your mind like a fortress. You wouldn't leave the gates open to enemies, right? So don't leave your mind open to harmful thoughts or toxic influences. Be selective with what you feed your mind. Choose your company, your media, your conversations wisely. What you allow in shapes what comes out. Your mood, your actions, your future. Develop mental discipline by catching negative thoughts early. Replace "I can't" with "I will." Swap "this is too hard" with "I will find a way." Jim Rohn said, either you run the day, or the day runs you. Guarding your mind gives you the power to run your day with purpose and clarity. Take responsibility for your life. One of Jim Rohn's most powerful lessons is this: you must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. Taking responsibility means owning your decisions, your emotions, and your results. No more blaming others, no more waiting for the perfect moment. The power to change your life is in your hands right now. When you accept full responsibility, you stop being a victim of circumstance and start being the architect of your future. This mindset shift is the foundation of true freedom. Remember, every excuse you make, every blame you place outside yourself, takes away your power to act. Choose responsibility instead. It might not be easy, but it is the path to growth, respect, and real success. Build consistency through small wins. Jim Rohn said, "Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals." Big goals can feel overwhelming, but true progress comes from small, daily actions stacked over time. Focus on winning your daily battles. Show up, do the work, even when motivation is low. Every small win builds your confidence and momentum. Consistency creates habits, and habits shape your identity. Remember, a river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Don't underestimate the power of tiny, consistent steps. They compound into extraordinary results. Stay patient. Success takes time. One of the hardest lessons Jim Rohn taught was patience. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. Success is rarely instant. It's a process of steady improvement and resilience. Patience isn't passive waiting, it's active endurance. It means staying committed even when results seem slow. Trust the process. Plant your seeds, water them, and let time do its work. The strongest trees don't grow overnight, they take years. When frustration hits, remind yourself that growth takes time, and every setback is a lesson. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and success will follow. Lead yourself before leading others. Jim Rohn famously said, "You cannot lead anyone else further than you have gone yourself." Leadership starts with self-mastery. Before you can inspire or guide others, you must control your own mind, emotions, and actions. Leading yourself means taking responsibility for your habits, decision, and growth. It means showing up consistently with integrity and discipline. When you lead yourself well, you become a beacon of stability and strength to those around you. People don't follow perfection. They follow authenticity and commitment. True leaders earn respect by mastering themselves first, and then guiding others with clarity and purpose. The power of purposeful living. Jim Rohn said, "Without a sense of purpose, no company, either educational or business, can survive." Living with purpose means having a clear vision of who you want to be and what you want to achieve. Purpose drives your decisions, fuels your motivation, and keeps you aligned when distractions and challenges come. It's not just about goals or success, but about creating a meaningful life that reflects your values. Purposeful living gives you clarity in chaos, strength in struggle, and joy in the journey. When your life has purpose, every day becomes a step toward your highest potential. Thank you for watching. Remember, true strength is built one calm, focused moment at a time. Keep leading yourself with purpose. Stay disciplined, stay steady, and stay grounded no matter what life throws your way. If you want more motivation and strategies to master your mindset and success, subscribe to Grind Success and join the movement. Your future depends on the choices you make today. Lead with clarity. Lead with power. Lead yourself to win. I'll see you in the next video.